And now is the time to dive straight into the felicitation ceremony and check out who the winners are this year.
The night started with a welcome note by the Group CEO of Viacom 18 Group, Sudhanshu Vats.
I think businesses, as we go forward, have to step up beyond profit and beyond metrics which conventionally businesses have been looked at or have been evaluated from. I think businesses have to step up and come and become more responsible. We have to become part of the solution of the society rather than just being there. And for us as business leaders and companies and businesses, we have to focus on happy communities and happy shareholders, and perhaps in that order. And I think that's a significant change. That leads me to then, what is the leadership and leaders of the future as we go forward? I think leaders of the future, based on the businesses and the mega trends which you saw, have to be purpose-led and vision-driven. In the new world, the leaders need to be persuasive. They need to be persuasive within the organization. They need to be persuasive with all other stakeholders. And influence, therefore, becomes much more important than the old world of control. So influence is an important word.
Followed by a series of enticing performances. And then came the most significant part of the night, the presentation of awards. Here's a look at the winners. Marketer of the Year in the banking category went to Karthi Marshall of Kotak Mahindra Bank.
I think it's actually a vindication that marketing is an essential discipline even in financial services, because it didn't used to be so as well. Today I see the fact that we are being acknowledged for marketing in BFSI as well as a significant step in that direction. And today, because it's highly interactive and everything that I say, the customer can say something back to me instantly, means that if I'm not authentic, then there's a very grave risk that I'll get flamed practically overnight. And that's why I think it's the era of true marketing, where if you're honest and authentic and you do a good job, there's a very good chance that you'll resonate with the audience.
Marketer of the Year in the insurance category, Prudential.
I think the leadership awards are kind of an acknowledgement of the kind of work that's going on in the industry and in marketing overall. We are standing at the cusp of a change. Marketing has developed in various ways. Of course, the relationship with the consumer has now gone digital in many ways. It has also gone personal and hyper-personal in many ways. So the age of mass advertising, mass marketing is now evolved into something far more exotic, individual, customized, and at the moment. And all these awards actually encourage leaders to think beyond and think new things which are more relevant to the customer.
Marketer of the Year in the FMCG Home Care category went to Ajay Dang of Godrej.
This, I think, award is recognition for a lot of great teamwork that at Godrej. So I'm accepting this reward on their behalf. This also is a reward for great amount of innovation, consumer focus that we've held. and the great amount of trust that our brands enjoy across homes everywhere in India.
Marketer of the Year in the FMCG Personal Care category went to Sameer Singh of Hindustan Unilever.
I think leadership means doing pioneering things which set the standards for the rest of the industry. And if you look at what we have done in personal care, in the last 30 years, we've pioneered almost every single format which an Indian woman or a man use for personal care, whether it is in deodorants, skin creams, shampoos, etc. And I think we continue to do that now in things like digital with the Lakme Makeup Pro app, in the way we do Fashion Week, in all the sort of stuff which is relevant to Indian consumers in a big way, but which has never been done before. It's great recognition for the team that has worked so hard at HUL for personal care. We are very proud of what we do. I think the collection of personal care brands that we have is the best of any company anywhere in the world. And I think we follow a philosophy which is very dear to Unilever, which is that we do well by doing good. We have a set of brands that really make a difference in people's lives and society, and that's how we grow faster. So it's a really nice synergistic sort of combination of business and sustainability that makes us succeed.
Marketer of the Year in the Mobile Devices category went to Bhaskar Chaudhary of Lenovo.
I think winning an award always feels very great, particularly so in our case because we're not one of the hard hitters of the category, we're not the biggest spenders, but still to be recognized for what you did, I think one can't be thankful enough to the jury for discerning out contribution or work that was done in this particular case. In our case, what really helped is e-commerce is a significant contributor of our sales, and therefore if the consumer is buying from that particular marketplace, spending there made very normal common sense, and that also afforded us a way out where you didn't necessarily have to really burn your way to the bank.
Marketer of the Year in the Auto Two-Wheelers category went to Yadwinder Singh Guleria of Honda Motorcycle and Scooter.
I would like to dedicate it to the team back there in Gurgaon, and it's a second award for me in a row. So out of the 4 awards since the inception of this IEA Leadership Award. So second time in a row means a lot, definitely. For sure we are not going to be the same next year, and brings a lot of challenge and as well as expectation. So to the young team back there in Gurgaon, so all are waiting for the celebration, for all the hard work we have done, and we know so we are only as good as our last challenge, so we have to look forward. In two-wheelers, there is very little scope of differentiation. So it is mainly the product quality and the experience which counts, and especially in the lower displacement category of engines, there is very little differentiation. So how a brand can differentiate and you can remain insulated from that syndrome of sameness. And that's very, very important from the advertisement point of view, the way you design your campaign, how close you are to the pulse of the target consumer.
Marketer of the Year in the Auto Passenger Vehicles category went to Randhir Singh Kalsi of Maruti Suzuki.
See, first thing which is most important is that we have to continuously innovate and create value for the customer. Yes, advertising marketing helps us in communicating that value, but creation of that value and delivering that value in terms of our products as well as services is very important. And in fact, we believe at Maruti Suzuki that our job starts with the selling of the car to the customer, and after that we believe in a lifelong relationship through our service and various other products that we supply to the customer. In fact, our growth has been more than the industry. If we see automobile growth for the year 15-16, it's at around 7% for the industry, while we are growing at 11%. And so a lot of efforts have gone into it, and advertising marketing being one of those efforts. And this award is a recognition of our efforts that we are putting in the marketplace to reach to the customer.
Marketer of the Year in the e-commerce category went to Amit Agarwal of Amazon. Narendra Kumar of Amazon collected the award on his behalf.
It's a reaffirmation of what we are doing, that we are on the right path, being recognized by the industry. It shows that our obsession for customers is important and the industry recognizes it. And most importantly for Amazon, I would say it's still day one. And we believe in the idea of work hard, have fun, make history. I think e-commerce also is a new area, and advertising helps establish the idea of e-commerce, the idea of the product, the experience of the product, a customer story, a customer-centric story. A lot of advertising is needed for that.
Marketer of the Year in the retail category went to Sanjay Behel of Raymond.
I really feel very excited, and I think it's an acknowledgement of being in the right direction. I think it's a validation of the direction that you are in, more than anything else, and that's very gratifying, because the industry acknowledging the effort and appreciating the direction that you're in is reassurance, and it just inspires you to possibly continue to back your belief and possibly keep giving delightfully surprising and refreshing work, which I've promised to do to the industry.
Marketer of the Year in the consumer durables category went to Ranjit Jeet Singh of Samsung. Marketer of the Year in the FMCG food category went to Varun Berry of Britannia. Marketer of the Year in the FMCG beverage category went to Nadia Chauhan of Parle Agro. Marketer of the Year in the mobile services category went to Srinivasan Gopalan of Bharti Airtel. Marketer of the Year in the home improvement category went to Amit Single of Asian Paints.